Well, hello, my radio friends. Well, I was looking to power up the set that I moved around my shop a few moments ago, and I stumbled across this power supply that I had built some years ago, and I thought I'd share with you what one could do when they're at this point. When I built this, I was kind of bored, I guess, and I thought I'd get kind of crazy with the power supply, and I thought I'd share with you what I did. This actually started out as a cigar box. Of course, on the front of here is your plethora of knobs, and I'll get into that in just a moment. On the back side, this is where all your connections are for your associated or respective voltages. Inside, if I may, is unplug it real quick. Is one can see where I wired it all up, and probably one of the more novel ideas of this particular power supply is right here. This is actually a pluggable terminal strip where everything from the main power board and where it ties into the back side and the respective components is separated by merely unplugging it from here to here. So if I have to do maintenance on this particular part of the power supply, the main heart of the power supply, I don't have to unsolder everything to the back side of here. I just merely grab it and unplug it from here to here, and this is removable, and I could do repairs and merely plug it back in. Worked out real well. Of course, up top here is all your respective wiring to your switches, for your gauge and your voltmeter, and I'll show you that here in just one moment. Now, on your one of the things I truly like about this power supply is the ability to read the voltages. And allow me to show you what I mean. Give me just a second to plug it back in. Okay. Now it's plugged in, and we're going to go ahead and turn the supply on. Now, this adjusts your A voltage, this adjusts your C voltages, and of course your B voltages are fixed at 22, 45, 67 thereof. But I wanted to have a power supply where I can check each of these voltages. So I wired it up accordingly. This particular knob here, if I turn it all the way to the left, I could adjust my A voltage and of course monitor it on the gauge and watch to see where it's at, anywhere from about 1.2 up to about 6 volts. And if I want to check my B voltages, I click this to the next position, and this is my B voltage selector knob. Now I'm reading on the top scale. There's my 22. There's my 45. I click it again. There's my 67, my 90, and of course my 135. So by moving this to the intermediate position, I could check each of my B voltages respectively all the way across. And then when I move this switch to the C position, I use this knob, and I could check and monitor my C voltage as well. So by the use of this switch, I could select A, B, or C to monitor. Of course, this selects my B voltages to check. Here is the switch I installed to connect my B minus either to A plus or A minus, depending upon where I place this particular switch. And lastly, this switch connects my C plus to my A minus if I wish to do so. So anyway, it was a fun project. It truly was. It took a fair amount of time, I have to be honest with you. But it was a fun project, to say the least. Truthfully, I don't use it a whole lot. It was sitting in my cabinet a few moments ago, and I thought I would just share. Anyway, hope you found it of interest. I guess we're talking about power supplies lately, so I just thought I'd share. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all following, and of course, until next time.